All right. Hi, I'm Gary Henderson, and I'm going to be reading from a story that I've been writing. It's still in a first draft. It's called Canon Arcana, and it's set in like a parallel dimension of Earth. And just to set, this is going to be really short, but just to set the scene, there's an assassin on the roof of this monastery, and she's sent to kill this guy, this monk. And then she gets ambushed by a strange green woman. So the assassin stopped mid-sprint, spinning hard on her heel, swinging her sword in one wide swipe. The green stranger parried the surprise attack immediately, returning with another flurry of fluid flows faster than before. The assassin parried and struck back for the face, the stomach, anything. She wasn't going to die here, she thought to herself as she rallied all of her strength, all of her speed, swiping madly at the unholy woman with the deadly green skin and haunting golden eyes. She made one last mighty swing of her sword, the blade flashing like lightning through the neck of her attacker in one perfect, clean swipe. The strange woman's eyes grew big and her mouth went wide in a silent gasp. Her silver sword fell from her hands and slid down the steep roof, falling into the garden below with a strange, muffled sound like the voice of a jangled bell. The assassin felt a strange, hot shiver cross her skin at the harsh noise. The blood looked black as pitch as it ran down the woman's neck, her pale, bony fingers touching the wound, amazed. Then, suddenly, the sparkle from her golden eyes faded, and the woman collapsed, her severed head falling from her neck. It slid awkwardly down the roof, the strange, pointed miter bringing it to a full stop only a few feet away. Silence suddenly returned. The assassin could hear the air go still again, save for her own panting breath. She felt weak. She felt the thrill of the kill, of a worthy adversary, her own heart beating out of control. She loved it. She had missed it. Fighting like this, her stomach turned upside down in the excitement. Then the air seemed to change again, like pressure dropping and lifting from an oncoming storm. Lights appeared from inside the window of the abbey, shouting and running. She turned to run, but something caught her sight, and her feet were fixed fast to their place. Her attacker's corpse moved. The green hands planted themselves solidly on the roof, lifting up the decapitated body. It rose up, standing slowly. The headless form turned and stalked to the side, leaning down slowly, a skeletal green hand reaching forward and lifting the dismembered head gently, the blue mitre falling to the side. Long, shimmering hair spilled from the cap like dark water. Black blood dripped steadily from the severed neck. The headless corpse strode forward, lifting the bleeding head tight by the scalp. The assassin stood horrified. The eyes of the decapitated head opened suddenly, golden, hawkish, sparkling in the moonlight, shifting, looking deep into the assassin's soul. The mouth moved. The dismembered head began to speak. The language was her own, from Jira, 1,000 margins west, on the other edge of the world. The voice was familiar, deep and resonant, but one she had not heard in decades. Be not afraid, nameless killer. You are forsooth the one I seek. You who cross the edge of the world herald death with your coming. You bear the talismans and marks of prophecy, 2 cursed swords, 5 scars from 5 lands, the silver of a dead soldier, and the name neither quick nor dead can speak. And now, with this full moon and these stars bearing witness, on roof of Western Abbey, you render that forth the head of the pardoner, the immortal, the killer, the keeper of gates, the heretic knight, and death's most beloved daughter, the final sign of your arriving. Be not afraid. You are the one I seek. What? The assassin could only muster a whisper to herself. Meet me in 3 days' time, 10 margins east along the last road, on the town called Flatwater. There is an inn. Go there, and on sunset of the 3rd day I will find you there, and we shall begin.